We are back, Raiders franchise. To quickly recap last episode, we ended up playing in the Super Bowl, where we ended up winning against the Washington Commanders 33-21 to get our first Super Bowl victory of the series. In this episode, well, not really an episode. I don't count the streams as an episode personally. We are going to be going through the offseason. That includes this sort of staff week stuff. That includes re-signing. That includes free agency. That includes the draft. Everything but preseason. So, yeah. Just going to give it a couple seconds. I'm dealing with the animals right now. Of course, as soon as I hit the live button, they want all my attention. Alrighty. Sorry about that. We're going to quickly show off the roster before we advance. There are some negotiations. We're definitely going to be looking at them. We do have a specific player who I'm not going to talk about quite yet, who does need to get the fifth-year option. So looking at the offense is very similar from the start of last episode. The only things that have changed is Colton Miller has retired. Really sucks. Was definitely someone I was interested in bringing back. Now, Carlos Santos, for the moment, is going to be the left tackle one. Whether that changes in free agency or the draft is yet to be decided. Other than that, Rashad Jackson, our quarterback, is the only one who went up in depth trait, going from star to superstar. Give me 1 second. I'm looking up something. Okay, I just wanted to look something up. I don't know if you guys heard me complaining in the last episode, which if you didn't watch it, what are you doing? Go watch it. Apparently EA updated the game, and for pretty much a lot of people, the game is just delayed. Like, the joystick part isn't, but in like these little hub stuff, not in the actual game, hitting like X and circle for PlayStation, I'm sure for Xbox, it's whatever your corresponding buttons are. It's just so delayed. So this is going to be a very interesting one. Looking at the defense, though, sorry about that. I don't think anyone changed the depth trait. Maybe Eddie Kirkland did. Maybe Matt. I definitely think Matt Royster actually did. I kind of forgot about him. So, yeah. I don't think anyone on the defense really deserves it besides Royster, who's been dominant, and then Eddie Kirkland. But that is the roster currently. Max Crosby, you didn't see him. He is on IR. Don't worry, he is still on the team. Looking at the players to resign, we're going to quickly just get this out of the way. Matt Royster, we are going to be accepting his fifth-year option. All right, we have Kirk DePalo, whatever his name is. We brought him in due to Max Crosby's, season-ending injury. We don't even have the option to re-sign him. We weren't going to re-sign him anyway, don't worry. Antonio Johnson, definitely someone who I really like, was a very good backup safety for us. Actually got a decent amount of playing time. We're going to hold off on him for now. Maybe we re-sign him once we're done with all of this. Cameron Richardson, someone who I also really like, a really, really, really good special teams player. 1 year, $2.5 million. We can definitely afford that. We will go ahead and offer him. Thanks for the offer, but I'm just not interested in signing. All right, well, there goes that, and we're not franchising him. Jerome Ford, another guy who was really, really, really good for us. However, with that being said, I do think he has an opportunity somewhere else if the right team were to give him a contract. So we are not going to re-sign him. We are going to let him test free agency, not due to a lack of interest by either side. As you see, he's interested in us. We're interested in him. But I'm just not willing to pay that much money for a backup who I know could be a starter somewhere. Daniel Carlson, definitely want him back. Won kicker of the year. Going to re-sign him. We do need to address the long snapper as well. We did have our guy retire on us, Jacob Bobenmeyer. He was a free agent. We were going to elect to re-sign him and keep the core together for another year, but ultimately he decided that he was done. Respect the decision. Enjoy your retirement. Antonio Johnson now being the final player we have left to potentially re-sign that I'm interested in. I think we'll offer. I mean, I'm happy to sign and continue for organization. So that means Kurt DePalo, DeCamerion Richardson, not due to lack of, us. We offered him what he was asking for, but he elected to decline. And then Jerome Ford. So keeping the team together pretty much. We did have, the two retirements, like I said, that we need to definitely address. Left tackle immediately went from, maybe we could get, his replacement to, okay, we need his replacement because he's no longer here. When I looked at this coaching carousel, I assumed it would have been, the guys who got fired and hired, but I guess not. We're going to go ahead and go to the next week. Free agency time, where we have $96 million to spend, so a lot of money. There is some more retirements. Alame Zacchaeus and him retire. Not even going to try to pronounce that. We're going to quickly look at our roster. Obviously, going into free agency, there is one clear, positional interest, and that is left tackle. No offense to Carlos Santos, but I would much rather get someone else than have to rely on him. But outside of that, not really seeing anyone that's like, okay, we need to immediately fill this void. Looking at the defense, Max Crosby is back. Kind of the same thing. Maybe get another D tackle. Not really. I'm surprised Leaky Fotu actually didn't regress. I guess we'll keep him around then. So I'm looking at definitely left tackle, and I'm looking at cornerback, honestly, because we lost Cameron Richardson. Isaac Ford is someone I don't necessarily know who's going to be on the team come start of, season 5. So, yeah. But outside of that, we have a really good roster, in my opinion, and definitely long snapper. Can't forget about that. Our current long snapper is D'Angelo Favors. So, left tackle, cornerback, and uh, long snapper. So looking, Nick Bosa leads the way, tied with Chris Lindstrom, both 95 overall. After that, huge drop off to an 86 with a few guys, Trayvon Henderson, Justin Reed, Christian Wilkins, Brandon Aubrey. So definitely not a great free agent class. A lot of these guys, Trayvon Henderson really the only flashy guy I'm seeing right now. Everyone else, I mean, these are really great guys for, those 1 to 2 years that you are going to need them for. However, we're not really that kind of team. Maybe we go after a left tackle, who we can. We're first going to look at long snapper, see what we can even do there. Max Highsmith, I mean, we're honestly just going to offer him. Why not? 2-year, $4 million. Sign me up. It's either him or 60 overall Evan Deckers. He's a young guy, good overall, could definitely develop into something. Why not bring him in? Then we're going to look at cornerback. It's the closest one. No one necessarily that young to look at. We could also just always go after DeCamerion Richardson again. But the top guy is Cordell Float, followed by Riley Moss. Max Melton would be the kind of guy I'm interested in. Even though he's not interested in us, he does have that scheme fit. Kenny Moore. Jair Alexander definitely could be someone we go after as well. Could potentially go after Emmanuel Forbes again. Listen, you made your bed, you're going to line it. We're probably going to go after Emmanuel Forbes again. We brought him in 1 year. He did not end up. I don't remember if he made the team or we got rid of him mid-season. One of the two happened. But we're going to go ahead and bring him back for another ride. I think he'll be a great cornerback 5. Looking at the left tackles, there's a few guys. Go after Ariante Ursery. Go after Wanya Morris potentially. Walker Little, Jedrick Wills, Jalen Rivers, Jack Nelson, Broderick Jones, Carson Vincent. Very, very equal players. I mean, it's kind of Ariante Ursery and then a drop off. But due to how interested Wanya Morris is, I mean, Jalen Rivers would have definitely been a good guy to go after if he had a scheme fit because, he's younger, could develop. Same with, maybe you can make the argument for Jack Nelson. I think we're going to go with a guy who has established himself. He is a bridge player. I think we target Wanya Morris here. So those are kind of the big 3 we needed. I kind of just revealed what my next plan is, wide receiver. But left tackle, cornerback, long snapper. Looking at wide receivers, Trey Harris being a free agent is really intriguing to me because he decimated us while with the Chargers. Definitely could have looked to bring him in. He'd immediately jump to our wide receiver 2, 3, one of them. Ty Felon, also same overall. Bit more interested. Does have a team going after him, though. Maybe go for a rental guy like Michael Pittman. Ultimately, I don't think we sign a wide receiver. I think that's something we maybe look for in the draft. Maybe a Rondale Moore with that superstar scheme fit. '99 speed. Okay. Yeah, needless to say, we're definitely gonna give him an offer. Give him a 2-year deal. Wow, I was not expecting to find a 99 speed guy. What's the acceleration? 95, so not necessarily as high. Calvin Austin does have higher, but second highest. I mean, we were talking about how we would be interested in getting rid of Dante Fortin. I mean, that right there is really tempting. Dante Fortin, by the way, is our speed threat. He has 98 speed, and he definitely does have more value than, the other guy. Ratings. Oh, wow, 96 speed. I could have sworn it was higher. Okay, so I reckon we add him to the trade block. Dude, this is ridiculous how slow this is. Oh my days. But with all that being said, we do have one more contract we can offer. Maybe we can go after a top tier guy. We have the money. I mean, we down to 83 mil. Hi, Evie. Hi, girl. My issue is we don't really need that many guys. We could go after another running back, but I'd really like to develop guys like Sergio Lowell and Ezekiel Alford. Brett Bunkley, by the way, also back on the team. He was on the practice squad. Surprised no one picked him up. Jackson Dart, by the way, available at quarterback. There definitely should be a team interested. There is. Only one, though. 81 overall, 26 years old, and you're telling me why does he have the bridge quarterback, man? Like, he is, in my opinion, a quarterback of the future. Like, he is one of those guys. You also have another young guy in Easton Glenn. He has quarterback of the future for some reason. Dylan Gabriel has started a few games. Maybe a team could go after him. Definitely some guys. We're obviously not going to go after that. Let's just see this as well. Go after maybe a guy like Keaton Mitchell. He's very fast. Surprise, no running backs are really that fast, so that definitely sucks. Like, Keaton Mitchell is very expensive. I reckon we stand firm at where we're at. No need to, go for more than what we're looking for. There's not really another position I'm interested in. I mean, we could go for another cornerback potentially or another left tackle, but ultimately, I don't see much appeal to that unless I'm able to find some like diamond in the rough type player. We might as well scroll, see if we can find maybe a young guy who has like super high potential, but I don't think we're going to. We could also look to bring in, where was he at? Kytrell Clark, someone we brought in free agency, I want to say this year. Didn't Well, last year technically. Ultimately didn't end up making the team. Kibu Kelly also, another guy who used to play for us, was a really good special teamers. Would look to potentially bring him in. Don't think we're going to, but I mean, never say never. Can you stop biting that, please? That's not a toy. But Darius Holloway, I don't think he's going to develop into anything, but he would be kind of guy I would go after with that star dev. Ultimately, though, being a 65 overall probably ain't going to really help. I reckon we stand where we're at. We got 4 guys we're going after, all with green offers. Wanya Morris is 5. So that is really good. Go ahead, simulate, save our money in case there ever is a guy. We are going to have to re-sign our guys who we went after. And we end up getting all 4 of them. So that's really nice. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and advance week. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at who is still available and who we could potentially go after or see who, if anyone in our division signed anyone worthwhile. Carson Schlesinger signed with the Commanders. That should be a good one. Nick Bosa going to the Patriots, the top guy. Chris Lindstrom, the other guy, going to the Dolphins. So both of them going to be going against each other. Might actually have to, go against each other. Maybe not very often with Bosa playing left edge, Chris Lindstrom playing right guard, but you never know. We're obviously going to just pretty much be looking for former guys of ours or division guys. Obviously, the division: Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos. Oh boy. Garrett Bennett, 78 overall, 24-year-old X Factor. That's not good. And the Chiefs sign him. We're probably going to have to be dealing with him. All the teams signing these young dev guys. Broncos end up getting Jacoby Zimmerman. So not really a whole lot that went on. Ravion Henderson still here. Hmm. Maybe you look at wide receiver, do the same thing a lot of other teams did, go after a young guy. I mean, Gilbert Reynolds could potentially be a decent guy to bring in. Obviously, Ty Felton is a young guy. I ultimately don't think so. Maybe we look at another O lineman. Can never go wrong with those. I mean, I like Ben Gonzalez a lot. Scheme fit, young guy. We're gonna go ahead and offer a team friendly 1 year, $3.5 million, or excuse me, $3 million deal. Probably do the same for D tackle. See if there's a young guy we can potentially go after. Marcus Harris, very young, very cheap. Actually, a 70 overall. We're definitely going to offer him probably a multi-year deal. Get him really cheap. Hopefully, he can develop into something that might put the end to Leaky Fotu. And lastly, I think we kind of just go ahead also look at cornerback again. Ladarius Holloway, we obviously took a look at. Maybe we look at safety here. Chase Bayless. I don't think we need safety though. Maybe we do actually. Christopher Smith is definitely getting up there in age. Evie, what are you growling at? You're gonna hear a dog barking most likely. I apologize. All right. Looking at free safety, I don't think we have a third guy. Oh no, we do. Blake Bullocks. But Christopher Smith is getting up there in age. Has hovered around 70 overall. He is 29, yeah. I mean, he's been a great player for us, don't get me wrong. I'm glad he's been on the team. As you can see, hasn't been the most productive, had his good year, our first year of the season series, which has been in due large part to why he's been kept around. So, yeah. We don't have any trade offers, surprisingly, for Dante Fortin. I thought a team would be really interested in that guy. Just came off a Super Bowl, but our only real offers. Ooh. Just. Okay. Okay, we get the free safety, we get the tackle. Who did we not get? We offered someone else. Oh no. We got everyone. I don't know why I was under the impression we had 8 people. Like we offered 8. Players, by the way, the only one who's not 100%. I don't know why they aren't 100% in me. Alright, I think we end up advancing week again. I apologize. Yes, it's probably not the most entertaining free agency, but you also have to realize we just won the Super Bowl and we literally kept everyone who was a starter and most of our backups. So we lost a few guys. We lost what? Our 5th corner, our starting left tackle, not due to us, but due to retirement. our backup running back, who, I mean, played great, don't get me wrong, but I do think we can definitely do better. Trayvon Henderson goes to Carolina. Look for any new guys, potentially. RJ Harvey going to the Chiefs, so staying in the division could potentially be huge for them. Jackson Dart, by the way, goes to the Cowboys. Definitely excited to see what he's able to produce. That's the Jaguars. I don't know why I thought that the Chargers. Don't mind me. Okay. I ultimately think we do stand tall where we're at. And we go into the recap. We're going to look at the free agency recap. We're going to do our private workouts. Here are all the players who ended up getting signed, or at least all the good ones. That's the receiver. Saw Chiefs logo, and I was like, oh, they got someone. Jared Goff going to the Giants. Really like that for them, especially because they just lost Jackson Dart. Whether that be because they have a younger guy they want to potentially go with, or what. All right, there are a few players I didn't see. We're going to go ahead and look at them. Jerome Ford, he goes unsigned. Cameron Richardson goes unsigned. You had a chance. Be with us. You chose not to. And then finally, we're going to look at the edge rusher. Did he not get signed? No, he didn't. Kurt DePaulo, whatever his name is, ends up going unsigned as well. So the three guys we let go, all unsigned. Okay, we have our private workouts. Our free start is wide receiver. So yes, we do know every receiver. There is a top 5 guy here. He is 100% who we're drafting, Marco Fernandez. We wanted a different maker at receiver, and I mean, there he is. Left tackle is definitely something else we want to look at. There is a round 1 for 2 guy. Probably going to select the round 1s, and then him. I mean, those are by far, without question asked, our 2 biggest needs. Our receiver, we don't necessarily need a receiver, but I'm kind of tired of this receiver committee we have. I'm surprised Donnie Thornton hasn't been traded yet. No one's really offered. Hopefully, that changes because we'd love to change him or love to trade him. I just accidentally hit circle, and because EA decided to update their game with these slow ass buttons, takes forever to get back. Yeah, Demario Douglas is our 1, Besh as our 2. Currently, Dante Foreign, but I mean, for now, Monte Lynn's going to take over that spot with, a bunch of other guys right there. Darren Hall, who we brought in, Ben Tover, that's his actual name. Any offers? Another receiver in a 7th. Another receiver. Why would I want another receiver, guys? Come on, use your brains. I do like that Brashard Smith idea. I cannot lie. Okay, the Steelers are or not the Steelers. The Patriots are by far offering the most. So, New England, would you like to do business? I seen you were offering a 4th and 2 7ths and a cornerback who, I mean, isn't great. Definitely, we don't want that. We are only interested in your draft picks. Looking at our draft picks. Oh, this is theirs. Embarrassing. Looking at our draft picks, we have a good amount. Only one first, and it is obviously the last pick, but we have the 35th pick, the 36th pick. So we have some really early second round picks. Hopefully we can maybe use one of those to trade up into the first round. Because like I said, there's that left tackle and there's that wide receiver. We ideally would like both of them to have that 5th-year option. But we also have multiple 4s, a bunch of 5ths and 6ths and 7ths. Listen, New England, Dante Foreman was a 4th round draft pick. You're offering a 2nd, a 4th. I'd be willing to take a 3rd round pick and one of your 7ths. Move up a bit. Does that sound fair? It does. Okay, so Dante Foreman, we're going to ship him off for a 3rd and 7th round pick. I think both teams get a win-win. I probably should have checked the Patriots team. Maybe to see if they even needed a receiver, but they were offering a lot for him compared to the other team. So I imagine so. Thankfully for us, they aren't that. They're actually the team above us. So Donnie Ford, yeah, immediately becomes the wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3 there, uncontested. I think this was a right trade. I thought that was AJ Green. All right. So that is going to take us into the 2029 draft, 2028 offseason 29 draft. And we're going to start drafting. Now to note, that trade we just made, those are for next year. This is not this current draft. This is next year's draft. We are going to pause the draft. We are going to go ahead and look at the draft board, look at the left tackles, see if any of them are good. 2 for free, 2 for free, 2 for free. So, in my opinion, as long as we're able to get one of these 3 guys, hopefully it's Tim Tanner, I think that's a good draft. Now, that might mean having to trade up for him. And they go Vince Buchanan with the 1st overall pick. The Eagles do. Cliff Perkins. We have I guess it's the Broncos and the Lions. I didn't know we had the Lions. I knew we had the Broncos 2nd round pick. Also the Lions. They end up going left tackle. So no repeats yet. All different positions. And the Bears are, of course, going to be the ones to change that. Going back-to-back D tackles in the NFC North. And now we get an edge rusher for Jacksonville. Tampa Bay with the 7th pick is going to get Will Breston. We see our 3rd D tackle go. We see Rashard McElroy, our 4th D tackle go. Carolina takes Tony Shelton, our 2nd left tackle. We have got to be careful because tackles are going. Does that say Devontae McPhee to Miami? Andrew Kane, right tackle, not left, but definitely scared me a bit. Ben Flores. Ooh, a tight end going this early. Dylan Watkins at 13. I love to see the tight end love. Demetrius Fisher, Leo Barnett. As a team who has drafted a tight end, with the 13th pick, Brock Bowers. Wasn't me, granted. That was, the actual Raiders. But, I mean, what a pick, by the way. That is, I'd argue, the best tight end. Tim Tanner, was that our guy? That was our guy, wasn't it? That was our guy. It was. We just have to hope now that Dane Colvin or Glenn Lacey end up falling to us. Unless there's some hidden dev guy down here, we have no idea. I ultimately think one of them will. I mean, as soon as I see, one of those two go, we are trading up. Okay, and there it is. There, Colvin. Question is, how far can we go? I ideally like to trade up with an NFC team. That would include, there's a little run between New Orleans, Dallas, and San Francisco. Can we make it around to them, though? Ben Knoll. Oh, my goodness. Glenn Lacey is still there. I'm not risking anything. If Tennessee doesn't take him, we're trading up with New Orleans. They take another tackle. Different guy. All right. GM's office, Trade Center. New Orleans, we're interested in doing business. I'm going to go to the bathroom quickly, leave you guys in suspense. Alrighty. We are back. Well, I say we, I. Alright, New Orleans. You're the team I am interested in. Who's it going to take? What's it going to take? I'm willing to offer my first. I felt like that was pretty obvious. I'm not able to see. Okay. Eddie Kirkland. First, second, sixth, seventh. We'd want our first in 2031. Our second. So pretty much what you're saying is in 2031, we're going to be without draft picks. I honestly don't hate this trade. We need tackle. But that's a lot to give up. That's multiple second round picks. Granted, we're moving up 11 spots. I almost want to say just let it ride and we can take that round 2 for free guy. Or we could probably trade for our own tackle. There you go, center Jose Medrano. I don't think he makes it to our pick regardless. Terrell Benjamin. We might trade with an AFC team because Glenn Lacey, there he goes. Okay, so Marquise Brown. That's not necessarily the end of the world though, because we did sign the tackles. We have Wanya Morris, so it's not that big of a need off rip. It would have just been nice to have. So, you know what? That's okay. Means we don't have to trade up. Has a single receiver even gone? Are we really going to be the first team to take a receiver? Another left tackle goes. Mike linebacker goes. No receiver's gone yet. Sal Delgado. This is crazy how we've seen no wide receivers go. Bryson Morrow. We've seen a bunch of tackles, D tackles, cornerbacks go. There's another tackle. Yeah, we're going to take the first wide receiver. There is a top 5 talent. Billy Cash, we're not taking a quarterback, but boy, oh boy, is it tempting. I'm guessing he's a bust since he's still there. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take Marco Fernandez. Great, solid, good. So it doesn't look like he's necessarily the fastest guy in the world. But not too upset. 4.49, yeah, he's a very slow receiver. Looks like he's a very go up and get it type of receiver, but which I mean, we don't really have. So I think this is good. Welcome to the team, Marco Fernandez. The fans are clapping. Ranked number 4, took him at 32 if I see normal dev. Hidden development, let's go! Yeah! Yeah, Evie! Yeah! Yeah! And then we have this early second round pick, which, I mean, we can just advance the user pick. Peter Paxton, Alfonso Loud. Now, from here, I don't really know what position to go. What direction I should go in. Because we really only have... We could get a round 1 center in Jordan Nava. We could get another receiver. We don't need it, but we could get it. I ultimately think, though, it's going to be smart if we take Emmett Harrington. Build us some O-line depth. He's probably a guy who will look to get some opportunities at some point, whether it be center or guard. Number 12, took him at 35. Good pick, in my opinion. Only normal dev, well, yeah, you can bite it. We also have this pick. I have no intentions on drafting anyone here. You had a second round pick from the Broncos. We could pretty much just keep gutting the Broncos. We could get a first from the Ravens. Well, that's definitely, the bid. First and a 6th, first and a 5th from Green Bay. We don't want the 6th. Okay, Green Bay's in the lead. First and a 5th. First and a 5th from San Francisco. Okay, well, here's the question. Would I rather have Green Bay or San Francisco? They both made the playoffs, I want to say, this year. I know Green Bay definitely made it farther because they made it to the championship game where they lost to Washington. But I want to say San Francisco also made it. They're both 2030s. We're going to take San Francisco's. I ultimately think no matter who it is, it's going to be a bad first round pick. But with that first, that one potential that it could be a good pick, and 2 that, guaranteed 5th-year option, even if it is the 32nd pick, that's still a first round pick. Bunch of players obviously go. We see our first quarterback. We see a bunch of receivers. Glad to see people finally realizing, oh, maybe we should draft receivers. We have some. Every other position we know is bad. Day 3, round 3 for 4 guys. I reckon. I mean, this Billy Cash is still here, by the way. Good, decent, good, good, poor, elite, elite. So very slow guy. Looks like he is a very deep ball dependent quarterback. He doesn't actually look terrible. We're obviously not going to take him. But I'm just like, why is he still here? I don't know who to take is my issue. Maybe we go linebacker, just get us some extra depth. Oh, we do know some guys here. I don't know why they didn't show up. I guess they weren't good enough. We're going to go Hunter Brewer then. Round 1 for 2 linebacker. I don't think there should be really any question about that. 41, take him at 64. Good pick. Hidden development. We love to see that, obviously. Okay, and we have now the 3rd round. The issue with us is we're kind of in the spot where our team is just so good that it's kind of hard to know who to draft, right? We're kind of drafting backups at this point that don't really matter. We have all these picks. We have a 4th, 3 5ths, 2 6ths, 2 7ths. Just going to hold this for I'm going to count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Jets. All right. Oh, they have no cap room, though. Okay, next team. Lions. Lions do have cap room. Actually, I don't think cap room matters for picks. Can I get his 4th 2031? Yes. Okay, and with that being said, I am still interested as well in trading away our 5ths. We have this 3rd and this 4th, and we're probably going to keep 1 5th round pick. Maybe. There is a good guard. Okay, we're going to take the guard. It's about the only position we know. Build the O-line depth. Ben Galindo. 47 took him at 96. Good pick. Hidden dev. I am a happy camper. Definitely want to draft with this pick. And probably look to trade away the 4th and the 5ths. The other ones. Okay, speed is not an option, so we're probably looking at deep threat then. There are a few guys. I am definitely interested in Khalid Lowell, maybe related to Sergio. I do want to move him to running back is the thing. is what I'm interested in. We'll take Khalid Lowell with the intentions of him playing running back. So claps. 130 took him at 100. Definitely a reach. Normal dev. I didn't even see the speed and stuff. I kind of backed out. Okay, and I think our last decision we're going to make is trade this away. Fourth, we'll keep pick 159. Okay, same thing. We're going to hold it down. We'll go 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Texans. All right, Texans. Third round pick? Yeah. All right. Last but definitely not least, we're going to go ahead and take our final guy with the second to last pick in the 5th round. If it would let me. Hello. Thank you. Could have taken Cole Whitfield. We take quarterback. Isaiah Pickens. Let's look at him. Our weakest position is running back. I actually like this guy a lot. We're just going to take Isaiah Pickens. Right. There's no real worry. Okay. He's pretty bad. I always love taking a quarterback, and they always suck. All right. Draft recap. If it would let me scroll up. The Vikings and the Packers making a trade with each other. That's interesting. Little interdivision type trade. We got an 80 overall rookie receiver. Oh, my days. Oh. Our other receiver, 77 overall. 74 overall linebacker. 74 overall left guard. 69 quarterback, 65. That's fine. He'll develop into something. I accidentally just almost dropped my controller, so. Khalid Lowell. We're going to go ahead and move him over to running back. Give him some, see what that puts him at. I do like 17 for him as well. Gives off, that, dual threat type player. Maybe a 20s number would have worked, but that puts him up to a 72. Archetype receiving back. That's what we want him to be. All right, looking at the rest of the league, the best player. Oh my goodness, Cliff Perkins, 84. Peter Paxton. Dude went in the second round, 82. Another cornerback, Devontae McPhee. I see why cornerbacks were flying off the board. Apparently they were that good. 81. So we had an 80 overall. By the way, this is normal strength. This is not like no elite draft class strength. This is normal, or whatever the default setting is, I should say. I didn't touch it. Maybe it is super high. Maybe that's what the default is. I don't know. But 80 overall being the fourth best, crazy. We do want to quickly change the numbers around. Does it say what number he wears? Of course not. I have to click on it myself. 87. I'm not a big fan of 87. That's a very... I do like it. I do think the players who wear 87 as a receiver somehow, some way, end up being really good. I mean, you look at Reggie Wayne as kind of the first guy that comes to mind. I don't know why, but I really like him in 22. Honestly, I think I'd stick with 87. With that being said, though, I really do like 22 as a number. I think that's who we're going to give to Khalid Lowell. And maybe, who knows, maybe I like 17 on him because he's wearing 17. Maybe we go back and open up an extra number because he is running back. Running backs wear 20s. I like 31 a lot, and I also like 25 a lot. I think we're going to go 31. You know, Raheem Mostert is who I think of. Obviously, he was in a Raiders uniform as well. Really like it. All right, back to Marco Fernandez just to see if I like 17 more. I really do like the 7 on him, so maybe I like 17 more. Honestly, no. I guess we'll just stick with 87 for him. It's only been an hour. That's crazy. This is, for some reason, felt like a very long stream, even though I know it isn't. Number 80, that shit looks ugly. I'll tell you now. Looks horrible. There's not much to really do this offseason, though. This is kind of the offseason where I felt really good about this team. They're obviously not wearing 91. 9, not really like 10. Definitely better. 11, don't really like. 17, we're going to go 10. You're taking Dante Foreign's number. We're now going to change Hunter Brewer. 46. Oh, low key. I actually really like that number for some reason. It's a very random number. Ben Galindo. I mean, doesn't really matter. 73. Yeah, you can have that. And finally, Isaiah Pickens, number 7. I absolutely hate that number. Gives off Geno Smith 5. It actually doesn't look terrible on him, but I don't know. doesn't really. 9, no. Also, Jamarcus Russell vibes. 11, no. 17, oh, I actually really do like 17 on him. Just, I guess the idea of 7 on a quarterback is a bit scary. Just a little bit. All right, that is going to do it. We're going to go ahead and advance to next week, where we are going to quickly, and I didn't even remember to do this, so this is why I'm going to. We're going to look at the guys we just brought in. So we know we brought in another wide receiver, our little speedy guy, Darren Hall. At 86, dude, that looks, I'm actually going to puke. That looks like so ugly. I like 7 for some reason. Doesn't really feel, and I'm still not used to that. You know, these single digits being wide receiver numbers. Don't get me wrong, I understand why they did it. So, man, this is heartbreaking. Monte Linton being wide receiver 5. I definitely am going to trade him away. He absolutely, 72, I love that for Wanya Morris. I don't even have to open it. We signed a bunch of guys. Where are they at? Am I stupid? 97, 75. It can stay. I don't remember. It's definitely Marcus Harris for signed. 97? Yeah, we'll stick with that. $36 for Emmanuel Forbes. We're gonna look at this. Low key, actually like it. Emmanuel Forbes, what did he wear? He wore 1 for us last year. And then the long snapper. I mean, okay, absolutely not. You are not gonna be. Oh shit. Oh no, no, no. You are not gonna be a long snapper wearing number 1. Your ass is getting 90. I don't care what number you wear. You can have your 1. All right, there's just a 9 in front of it now. The audacity to think that you are going to wear number 1 as a long snapper. You want your number back, Emmanuel Forbes? I know I said you look good in 36, but we're going to give you number 1 because why not? Low key, he looks ugly. I don't know why. I think I like him at 36 more. Okay, so Emmanuel Forbes. Long snapper. Do we bring in a free safety? Yes. Chase Bayless. So that's 3 out of the 7 guys we brought in. Marcus Harris, that's 4. Did we bring in one of these guys? I mean, we had to have. Caleb Powell, probably. Wanya Morris, obviously, we brought in. And then Ben Gonzalez is backup. Yeah, so that's everyone. All right. I like the numbers for everyone. We're going to do one last thing before we end stream, and that's show off the lineup. This is what the team's looking like for now. Brett Bunkley, unfortunately, we're definitely going to edit that. We love Sergio. We want to see the other guy get his chance as well. Dude, how the fuck do you make something so slow? Khalid Lowell. We're going to go ahead and mess with that. Wide receiver. We're going to have to remember to trade away Monte Lynn. Maybe at the preseason, maybe in the regular season. Who knows? But you already know the team pretty much. I do want to change around these little things. Slot receiver. Where is... Where is he at? I don't even have the option. I want to put Lowell as the back, not Sergio, obviously. The other one. But I don't see... Oh, here he is. Khalid Lowell. All right. Kickoff starters. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong one. Punt returner. Marco Fernandez? Okay, I could definitely get behind that. Kick returner. Marco Fernandez, Max, done. Okay. All right, there we go. Now that is going to do it for this stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. I did. I'll see you guys next time when we go through the preseason. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed. By the way, it should probably be on Saturday. I don't know if I will be able to stream tomorrow.